Good morning, everybody! Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our assembly type thing, number 5. It was so lovely just then to see all the various detritus that people have got in their classrooms and their offices, all the cuddly toys and the mugs and other such things. But without further ado, yeah, inflatable giraffes as well. Without further ado, hold on, let me get on to today's celebration assembly. Hey, Mr. Celebration Assembly type thing, number 5. We'll start with some fab work. And fab work. We will begin in. Is it going to let me go on? Is it clicking anywhere? Take it. There we go. We're going to start in the year 4 bubble, who yesterday were creating different expanded noun phrases to describe an alien. The alien I saw had serrated curved horns, particularly like that one. So there's some examples there, some brilliant expanded noun phrases. Well done, year 4. They were also working on accurate punctuation of speech, and Raj replied, "Sure, Rohan, that will be fun." And writing a letter to someone expressing their concern about the proposed plan to build on the floodplains. So some really lovely English work and grammar work going on in year 4. They've also been doing some really complicated maths, working on solving time problems. This, I believe, is Luca's work. He was trying to solve a problem involving Mrs. Mandela in the office. In the year 5 bubble, they've been looking at some abstract art, probably in the style of Van Gogh, and they've been designing those and then creating their own pictures. There's ecstatic air in there and sort of inside profile in the style of Picasso. So some really interesting artwork there. Year 6, I know some of you have been designing your own fantasy islands and then writing about them in French. Nice to see Unsange, the monkey, involved in that one and this one, Desange. And I know that you've also been writing your guides to the dead. May you have strength on the long and arduous journey ahead. The stars are calling you. So some really good examples of turning some writing and some illustration and joining those together. That was from Mr. May's bubble. Also been working, I believe this is Tabor's work, finding out all about the Caribbean islands, and this is about the Bahamas. And so some really beautiful presentation and some information gathering on those things as well. Now, here's my random art selection that I saw just as I went through classes yesterday. We saw some sort of tribal sketching over here. I saw this treble clef and musical notes and splatter painting done in Miss Hotston's room. I saw this collection of evil eyes. I don't know why someone's done all the different eyes, but I like the dedication to looking at all the different colours. Perhaps you can find your pair that you think is the most evil from them. And this one, which I assume is just a big picture of Mick Jagger dressed as a bird. I liked it, and so I took a photo of it and thought I'd share it. Mick Jagger dressed as a bird, everybody. I might try and find out later exactly what it is. But we have also had some amazing writing from Amanda in the year 3 bubble, sent to me from Mrs. Isa earlier this week. What have you done, Miss Cackle asked. Mildred didn't answer. She was just too nervous. If she said the truth, she would surely get in big trouble. Some really lovely examples. I'll leave you. You can go back and watch and read the rest of Amanda's work, but really nice work, Amanda. And some home learning to share. We have Jakob, who's been finding out about chocolate. It looks like he's eaten a little bit of the chocolate there, and looks like he's been getting in some good cookie work there. He's been doing some writing for us as well. It was the darkest and coldest of the sea. Cannibals shot from the enemy ship, etc. Really good job, Jakob. We have had Ethan at home, who has been writing and doing some maths and doing some abstract art and doing sort of colour combinations there and making his own water cycle in geography, learning about how that cycle of water works in nature. We've had Sam in year 3, who has been working at home and has completed his year 3 English targeted practice book and a year 3 math targeted practice book. And I believe there was 111 pages of exercises to be done in each one. And that is one impressive dinosaur. Well done, Sam. Now, the main middle bit of my assembly won't be long today, but my question is, how are you sleeping? If you're anything like me at the moment, in the last few weeks where everything's been a bit different, sleep's probably been a bit different than it has been before. Some days you sleep really well, Some days you're sleeping really badly. I've been waking up really early this week. Don't know why. But it's really important that we know the importance of sleep. Sleep's important because it restores our physical health, our body's health, and our mind's health. What happens when you sleep is all those different ideas and concepts that you've got all sort of fuse together, and synapses create different thought trains and tracks through your mind, and that only happens when you sleep. So without enough sleep, we probably feel like we have no energy, and it can impact on our mood and how we're feeling in and around school. Some things that impact on whether we get a good night's sleep are out of our control. So we can't do anything about how hot it is outside, but some things we can definitely do to help. So some ideas, mostly about sleep routines. Try waking up and going to bed at the same time, and it helps that sleep routine so your body knows when it should be preparing to be awake and when it should be preparing to go to sleep. It's important to have a calm evening routine just before going to bed. That's not a good time to be rushing around or playing lots of video games. It's a good idea to have a routine that includes the idea of having a shower or bath, spend some quiet time with your brothers, sisters, your parents, or your pets, or maybe reading a book or doing something calm like drawing, something nice and quiet just before bed. And try not to eat a big meal, lots of food just before bed, because your body needs time to digest that food, especially if it's sugary foods, all right? And finally, turning off that blue light, any screens in our house that provide blue light, we talked about a couple of weeks ago, before bed, such as tablets and phones, because the blue light that's emitted by those devices has been proven to increase alertness and make the body feel more awake, even when it is time to go to sleep. So we do need to think about making sure we get a good night's sleep. Anyway, on to our bubble stars. I think we've just previewed that in Mr. May's bubble, it is Tabor that has been awarded the bubble star of the week. She's been brilliant at all week, and she is a consistent shining light of positivity and compassion. She produced an amazing presentation inspired by the Windrush generation and the Caribbean islands that we just saw an example of. Your maths is exemplary, accurate and detailed. It's so lovely to see someone find the pride and passion in everything they do and help inspire others to similar greatness. Well done, and a round of applause goes to Tabor. Nice job, Tabor. Well done. Our next bubble star is Leela. Ooh. Up in the year 5 bubble, key worker bubble. This week we've been exploring Picasso and Cubism, and I think we saw a picture of hers earlier. So this week's star of the week goes to Leela for her artwork and her final piece, an abstract portrait titled Loud Leela. Well done. Round of applause goes to Leela. Good job, Leela. Well done. Well done. Well done. And then our next bubble star is Ivan in with Mr. Ward. A brilliant week in year 6 where you've really impressed while grappling with some chunky problems in maths, working through all the steps to reach your answers. You showed brilliant team working while helping out in the library too, and have had a superb attitude to your learning all week. Great week, great effort, great work. Well done, Ivan. Round of applause for Ivan, please. Good job, Ivan. Next bubble star goes to Iman in Miss Della's bubble. Well done for another fantastic week. You work really hard in every lesson, giving 100% to everything we do. Whether it's exploring the first chapter of Goodnight, Mr. Tom, I read that when I was in year 6, or investigating time and isometric drawings in maths. Over the weeks, you've created a wonderful collage of all your brilliantly individual Draw with Rob illustrations. Each day you're helpful, thoughtful and selfless. You're always going out of your way to help others, no matter what the task or job is. You are incredibly witty and humorous, which is enjoyed by all, especially me. Thank you so much for being a star every day. Well done, Iman. Good job, Iman. Round of applause for you. Our next bubble star is Rui, only recently returned. Well done for another amazing week to add to the hundreds of brilliant weeks you've had at Portsmouth Primary. Your quiet determination and strong work ethic mean you're always producing incredible work. This week, you've written an engaging setting description of a futuristic abandoned city, folded a huge amount of paper cranes, annihilated almost everyone in battleships. Let's see how the final plays out today, and written an accurate and detailed descriptive paragraph in French. Most impressively, whilst achieving all of this, you've been a constant source of joy and kindness Always there to help whoever needs it, and you've been an absolute pleasure to have in the Guardians of Positivity. Well done, you're a star. Round of applause for Rui, please. Round of applause, well done, Rui. Unfortunately, I can see someone not clapping. It might be Vishu, it might be someone. Oh, there we go, that's better. Here we go then, next bubble star. Our next bubble star in year 4 is Luca. Well done for another fantastic week. You've worked incredibly hard in every lesson. I've loved your creativity in English with your alien work. We saw some of those earlier. And you've created brilliant expanded noun phrases and fantastic compound words. In maths, you've completed some challenging reasoning problems around time. We saw that as well. And have shown effective strategic working out. Keep up the good work. Round of applause for Luca, please. Now, our next bubble star is a little bit special because it's not a normal bubble star. It's an at-home bubble star. Ooh, something new. Our at-home bubble star, we saw some of the work earlier, goes to Ethan. Yet again, fantastic work sent in by Ethan. At home this week, he's created his own water cycle experiment, written about aliens, drawn a beautiful scribble art, as well as completing math problems around area and perimeter. And we saw focus on all those things. Keep up the great work at home. Well done. Big round of applause for Ethan, please, everybody. Nice job, Ethan. See you in the new year. And our next bubble star is Amanda. This week's year 3 key worker bubble star is Amanda. You produced an amazing short story based on an image and were accurate when working out your emoji maths. On top of this, you're always bubbly, smiling, and make fantastic contributions to class. Well done. Round of applause to Amanda. Nice job, Amanda. And I believe that is it for my assembly this week.